Sex education in high school was terrible. Sure, they teach you the basics of pee and vajay, but they leave out some important details. So in this video, I'm going to teach you 3 sex ed tips they definitely won't teach you in high school. Tip number 1, unprotected sex feels amazing. Don't let anyone tell you elsewise. Wearing a condom is like getting a massage while wearing a raincoat. Like, you know what make this feel better? Getting rid of this hefty bag. But unprotected sex has consequences. One being STIDs. If you thought it was hard smashing before, try having AIDS, where your game isn't the only thing it's killing. And STIDs are everywhere. According to Washington and Lee University, 1 in 4 college students has an STD. That means there's a 25% chance that shit isn't razor burn. Even if you dodge that bullet, you still have problem number 2, kids. And is there anything more disgusting than children? Tip number 2, sex is a drug. Anyone who's done hard drugs will tell you how their brain isn't thinking correctly when they're on it. Well, being horny is the same thing. Anytime a guy's about to make an important decision, I tell him to pound one out first. You need to think clearly, and being horny puts a cloud in your brain. I gave an example. In college, I met a girl named Jeannie. She was 5 feet tall, 100 pounds, with big old titties. Oh, her tits were incredible. She looked like an anime character where her tits were way bigger than the rest of her body. Anyway, one day while drinking, Jeannie asked me when my birthday was. I tell her and she says, "Oh, you're a Leo. That's why we get along so well." And my response was, and I quote, "Yay." Yay was my response. Not, "You're dumb as f*** for thinking that the constellations somehow affect your personality." It was yay. You see, it's because I was horny and I didn't have enough blood flow in my brain to roast her stupid comments. And this isn't just for guys, it's also for girls too. One time I'm seeing this cute Asian chick and it's our 3rd date. She invites me back to her place and asks if I want some wine. I'm like, fuck yeah, because every guy knows wine is like Viagra for women. So we drink a little, things begin to escalate, and we start doing the dirty. 3 minutes later, I'm all finished, but she is not. We're now cuddling on the couch and she keeps rubbing me, trying to get me back in the mood. I'm like, "Girl, I'm not a machine." She's like, "Come on." I'm like, "Well, even if I wanted to, I didn't bring another condom." She says, "Don't worry, it'll be quick." Stop! Think about what she just said for a minute. 1, she wanted to have unprotected sex with a person she barely knows. And 2, she thinks that if you have sex quickly, that you somehow can't have STIDs or kids. Like the only way to catch herpes is by being too slow in the 40-yard dash. You see, it's because she's horny and her brain wasn't thinking correctly. Tip number 3, butt sex is disgusting. Now, some people love doing it up the butt. And if that's your thing, great. But just be aware, it's not as glamorous as porn makes it out to be. Let's start with the obvious. Poop comes out of it. So unless you want Scooby snacks on your junk, your partner is gonna have to clean it. And sex is usually spur of the moment. It's kind of a buzzkill to be like, "Hey, are we about to do it? Because I need 20 minutes to fire hose my Hershey Highway." Then once you're clean, you're on to problem number 2. It's not big enough. You might think, "Oh, it's tight. That feels good." Try again. Compression feels good. Tight feels like you're suffocating. And your junk isn't Heath Ledger in a hotel room. It wants to breathe a little. So you gotta use toys to stretch it out just so you can begin. Then even when both of those things are taken care of, you're now into problem 3. It's stinky. And sorry, they don't make Febreze for your asshole. So if you're gay, I get it. You got other options. And a hole's a hole at that point. But if you're straight, just remember, you have a wet, delicious hole that's one titty grab away from working. So don't let porn encourage you to make decisions that your brain is like hell no to. So those are 3 sex tips they definitely will not be teaching you in high school. If you found these tips useful, then be a homie and share it with some friends. People always write to me how they can support the channel, and really, it's just to share it with peeps. My philosophy is to make every video a banger. That's why my ideas are so random. Sure, I can stick to one topic and milk the hell out of it, like some other stick figure channels I want to name. But I don't want to only do just drug stories or high school stories. Like sometimes I want to talk about how I got kicked out of a titty bar, or how to increase the size of your junk. So if you enjoyed this or other content in this channel, then be a homie and share it with others. And I'll be back soon with some more dark humor. Oh, and lube. Don't forget about lube. Always use lube. You know what you want to do. Oh, you want to push that subscribe button. Oh, push the button. Push the button.